Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Goff on third. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for our Lions. First down.
Play action here with Goff. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Headed out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here.
For the Eagles, first down.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buying some time right. He's keeping it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 15-0 ball game. We'll return to the link right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions trim the lead down to 9. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lead by 14. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than it's designed, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Arrives at the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
They're on 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
No touch.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 on a first down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Great, set.
Hurts setting up to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
No touch.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First and 10, here's Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Great.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Great, set. No touch.
It's Barkley again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now third and goal.
No touch.
Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Khalifa Raymond to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Go. Like 20.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And this won't be Cox. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes 3, and on and on.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Looking to throw. He's got Khalif Raymond. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60 plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
No touch, set. Not anyway, up. No touch.
The final throw before the break. Look at this first play, and he's going for it. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. He dodged the tackle. Things going well so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get...
Has room down the left sideline. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Very good. No touch.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And it looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Great, set. Not anyway, up. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. On the move, headed right. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles go up by 12. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for. Brock, they saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Looking to tack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion. So you've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
That was my old coach. I thought it was pretty good. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now, Ryan, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And goes to the hurry up here.
Also to guard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Up to the air now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is brought in at the 15. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's good. First down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
It's
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And a stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Reed on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, Silver.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Flush down out to his left. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hurts now from the gun. Has it in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Lions 28.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Not 5. 180.
Goff setting the throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And this is going to come to an end right on the 32-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
10 yards. And the Lions first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff on 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep bump, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles take possession and start out at the 6.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
At the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Devontae His second scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one.